All right, what I'm going to do is put all the bits back in the box, except for the bits that I need to install right now. Probably didn't need to film this part, but hey, here we are. Okay, so we need these two side plates, camera side plates, and we need a couple of tiny screws. I think they would be here. Yeah, camera side. Oh, look at this. Do you see how well annotated these things are? They've got the size of the bolt, the class, whether it's M2, M3, or whatever, as well as indication of where it goes. Stack side, receiver base, capacitors, and beep case. That is really freaking nice. Okay, and camera. That's what I need. So let's just make a little hole in the bag here. Looks like I need 2 per side. So I imagine they're going to go something like that. This is the right hand. It's even got R on there. Or did they go inside? Oh, maybe inside here. Okay. Okay, so this is the right hand. And these go inside. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then it should be the reverse process. So you flip it over and then put it inside, like so. Oh, there's one extra screw in case you lose one. Thank you, SpeedyBee. I'm the guy that loses screws all the bloody time. Why am I turning a powered screwdriver? Just so I can feel my way into these little tiny holes. In or not? Hard to tell. Not quite. There we go. Okay. Looks like we got our... That's right, that's left. Okay. Yeah. Something like that. Actually, you know what? It's upside down. And I often use this lighter. It's got a bar magnet in a little TPU case that I made for it. And just a handy place to hold your screws that you're not using or leftovers, whatever. Yeah, I don't feel like it. There we go. Okay, front is done. Second part is to route the VTX cable. Okay, so I thought this was for the power wires for the VT60, or XT60 rather, but I don't think so. It's for the VTX, it looks like. That's what I'm referring to the instructions. I just got them here off the frame a little bit. Okay. VTX antenna is over here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Okay, goes through the ring. Doesn't matter which side. I'm guessing that's up. Okay, so there we go. Those two bits are done. Step 2, install the multifunction antenna base. Okay, so this is where my crossfire and whatnot's gonna go. And GPS. I guess they've made it like a little modular system. So let's see. Oh, and I also need standoffs at this point. Okay. Oh, I should have looked here, shouldn't I? Okay, there's two kinds. They're both the same size, but one set has quite a nice little logo on it, so I assume that's probably for the front of the device. Now, oh, that's pretty handy. Okay, so there's even little wire guides for your video wire. But, you know, here's the clever thing. Instead of it being completely sealed, they've got a little slit in case you have a larger item that's going in there, I suppose. Yeah, that'll hold it nice. And then this looks like it goes over to provide like a little cinch to cinch things up. That's pretty handy. But I think it goes on the other way now, actually, looking at it. Okay, there we go. There, wow, that's a really nice little design. Okay, and then it looks like there are crossfire antenna holders. Just trying to figure out what goes on the side here. Oh, okay. I got it now. So the right side. Oh, and then a screw goes in. Okay. Where the heck does the screw go? Okay, I guess it goes in here if you're using the GPS, which to be honest I don't think I am. But if you were, using the GPS mount, you'd put these little brackets on underneath your video antenna and on the other side. Whoops. Okay, so that goes on like that, and then this little GPS mount goes in the middle, and you put a couple of screws in each side. So I do have an extra little M10 GPS that I think I'll use there. I'm not going to install it now, but this little guy here. Yeah, it looks like it would actually fit in there. I'd have to maybe put something in there to keep it from moving around. All right, we'll leave the GPS out for now. Crossfire's good. And looks like the crossfire antenna's going through. Ah, okay. Gonna pull that off. Okay, there we go. Just trying to make sure the wire's seated in nicely. Okay, and it'll, oh shit, I should have put it through. Damn it. Well. Well, I would have to take that off. Do I want to take that off? Not really. you know what? I don't think I'll use that little hole for this. I'll just pull it right through the back. It's actually probably just a simpler option. Yep, that's what we'll do. Well, I'll leave the little lock thing off. Anyway, there's the back part done, and I'll add the GPS later once I figure out exactly what I'm doing with it. Okay, that was 2. Fold this thing out. Okay. Install arms and anti-vibration module. Ah, so this is an anti-vibration module. All right. Let's see how that's going to work. Okay. Let's give us some arms. Now, interestingly, do these look... Oh, they're not the same. Okay. So there's ones that are slightly longer, which would probably be the back arms. So I see. Now it's looking for a bottom plate as well. M314s. M314 screws for arms. Okay. Oh, and there's some 11s in the middle. Okay. You know what? It looks like they've given you one of extra of every screw that you need. That's really, really thoughtful. Because it really sucks to be doing a build and then lose one screw and then, you know, you're stuck. All right. All right, so this is the second plate. So the other one. This without the press nuts. So one has press nuts and one doesn't. Otherwise, okay, this one's a little thicker. Let's see what we got here. 2 millimeters for this, and 2.5 millimeters for that one. So I'm going to call that bottom plate. Notice front and back arms. Okay. Okay, and there is a recess, so I assume that is for you to put the nuts in the bottom there. I would assume. 314, okay. Yep, that's where these go. And what the heck's holding them on? Those standoffs at the back. Ah. Okay, it's going into these guys. No, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's not right. All right, M311 between the arms. Yeah, the only challenge with putting these nuts in right now, or these bolts in, is that I don't have anything to fasten them to. So I may have to do something temporary. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There we go, at least it'll stay in place. Now, you know what? This still doesn't look right. This still doesn't look right. All right. I kind of got the shape of it. I'm just trying to figure out how it all goes together. Direction for drone head. Oh, apparently the drone head is that way. Or, oh, okay, well. Turned around from this perspective. Yeah, I've got nothing to bolt into right now, so I'm not sure how I can secure that. Ah, then the next step is to add, okay. So the next step is then to add this plate with the press nuts. Should hold everything together. Except that front bit. Okay. There, okay. That's a little easier once you get a couple of bolts in place holding everything. All right, rear. So, Okay. Okay, and the 11s go up through here. Okay. You know, this does not feel right. Okay, I had something wrong. Essentially what happens is these two plates go in opposite directions. They meet in the middle and then go out to each end, front and back. There. All right, so there, I finally got the bottom portion pretty much done. This steps 1 through 3 through... Okay, I've got a little bit more to do on 3. And that's to add the... There's a little capacitor mount, which that's kind of nice. And let's see if... It probably won't fit the capacitor I'm using right now. Yeah, I'm using this gigantic, beefy one. Not quite. It won't fit. Oh well. That one's too loose. Oh, maybe it goes out through here. Yeah, that's how it goes. So the buzzer must go up through the bottom here. Okay. All right. So, into 8. Tell you, these instructions are really quite good. 2.8. M2.8 capacitor and beeper. And again, they've given us a spare. Nice. Put the spare over there. So these are little self-tapping. They are hex heads, but they're self-tapping screws. So capacitor goes right there, I believe. But now I do not see that in the drawings. I wonder if it's supposed to go like that. Well, put it in for now. See how it looks. Got a good wind whipping up there, out there. Okay, capacitor and buzzer mount. Almost installed. Okay, capacitor buzzer mount. All right, moving on to step number 5, combination of completed parts 1 and 2. Okay, so we're taking the camera mount and the rear mount and installing that. Okay. All right, front screws are M35s. Two. 35. CNC head part, there we go. Okay, so goodness. Ah, using the wrong screwdriver. I'm wondering why it's not turning. These don't seem to be going in. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, the thread's fine. Feels like these are a little bit too, just a little bit too long. Could be wrong. Oops. This is the front, this is the back, okay. Okay, off screen I just, or rather off camera I just added this top plate. Just took a couple of seconds, and I was just messing around with the TPU ends, and they just kind of pop on very easily, and they kind of stick there securely. Obviously you're going to put screws in the bottom for the motor mounts, but yeah, they just pop on. That's kind of nice, and they're really well engineered. They've got a nice little round hole and a kind of a slot piece as a guide. So this is the not the first time, but it's rare that you see all these little innovative features in one frame from a manufacturer or from anybody. We see a lot of these custom frames from different pilots, and I haven't seen one yet that has features like this. This is almost approaching, iFlight / DJI levels of kind of features. So yeah, looks good. Okay, so I've got the front piece on. I put this little protector on the bottom. It's just a protector for the carbon fiber when the quad's on the ground. Although honestly, the little feet should keep it off, I would think, enough. Okay, and the back end over here, Just need a couple of screws. There's another piece here too, and I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be a receiver holder. That's my guess. That's what it looks like. So let's wrap up my wires and we'll use this thing. I'm using Crossfire Nano. Of course, a lot of you guys are running ELRS these days. To each their own, I say. The Crossfire is definitely more expensive, but I already had a bunch of Crossfire, and I've got a Crossfire module on my VTX, excuse me, my transmitter, so didn't really feel like upgrading to ELRS yet. Maybe one of these days, though. Okay, that holds the receiver in quite nicely. A little extra wire to contend with, though. Okay, it looks like these are also self-tapping screws. And okay, let's get this part on. Bloody magnetic end. I get the screw aligned and then the magnetic part pulls it out. It really pisses me off. There we go. Okay. That's on there nice and solid. And I'm just going to push on the plastic piece to kind of get it down. Okay. So this little fella goes which way? Probably that way. Yep. Okay. And M2.5 by 6. Let's find those. Here we go, receiver base. Yep, that's exactly what that little thing was for. Once again, you get an extra screw. SpeedyBee, thank you. Tell you what, this is going to be a nice clean build. Very nice. Okay. Make sure the VTX can get there. Might need to lengthen those wires. We'll see. Yeah, probably. Okay. What's next here? These 311s. Okay, so the 14s. 14s are going back up through here. You know what, let's put on my driver head here. Look at that with a nice SpeedyBee look. Well, SpeedyBee sign, I guess. Okay. These are 14mm screws, just FYI. The instructions are good, but I got confused a couple of times. So, you know, just pay attention to what you're doing and it should be fine. Well, this is coming along. It's starting to look like a drone, isn't it? There we go. Okay. Let's see what's next. Silicone protector, got that on. Install the stands-offs. Okay, we're moving on to step 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so this, they want me to put the top plate on. I think I will just button all this up just for fun, and then I'll install the rest of the components later, just so I have an idea of what it looks like and so forth. Protection tube, stock cable components. Okay, here are the stack sides. Okay, these just slide on, no big deal. Oh, and there's even a couple of screws there. I'll leave these kind of loose because I want access to that area to get to the flight controller. Well, to install everything, really. That is really beautiful. I love seeing these finished side plates, you know? So nice. Okay. Top plate. Look at that. That is, it's a really beautiful frame. It really is. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it. There's a little piece here. I guess this must be a bumper. I'm not sure why we've got this. Well, probably just as protection. But I guess if you add it, you have to change the screws. Notice, please change to M36 button head hex sockets if installing TPU protection. Okay. M36mm top and bottom plate, back plate. Okay. Let's change that out. I'd like to put the TPU piece on just so it looks complete. Oh, it said use button heads. Use M3 button head. And that's a flat head. Okay, let's get a button head. Okay. There we go. And I need one more. One more. Don't know if I've got any M3 6s left. GoPro base. Oh, GoPro. Okay. I'm going to take one of the GoPro base stacks. It's a 7mm as opposed to a 6mm. I think it should be okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this thing's now got front plate skid protection. Yeah, okay, so that is it. Now, I'm not sure where to plug these side panels in. I'll tell you why. Because you've got one port out for LEDs usually on the SpeedyBee controllers, and that's typically for ARM LEDs. So I'm not sure where these go. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, for now, like I said, I'll install the rest of the pieces later. But for now, that is what the finished product looks like. Oops, close the doors. Not bad. All right, and we'll do this build shortly as well.
Mm-hmm.